Bonjour à tous. Aujourd'hui, nous allons apprendre trouver les questions. Dear all, as you know, we have been doing trouver les questions for past few years. So let us just revise the same. L'interrogation, everybody knows, you all know that what is interrogation. Interrogation is basically to ask question, right? We can divide interrogative sentences into two types basically. One in which you can give answer in yes or no, or in French you can answer in oui, no or si, and other are the question in which some specific information is being demanded, like what, where, how. Okay, so let us start. When we talk about trouver les questions, in trouver les questions sometimes your sentence is having an answer in oui, no or si. In that case, we don't have to use any other interrogative adverb. We just have to change the sentence using three forms of interrogation. Any three form we can use. First is the intonation, second is est-ce, and third is inversion. Okay, intonation form is basically has to do with the rising intonation of your voice. So it is not much used in the written French. Basically, you can use it in the oral or in the dialogues and all. Right. Let us just see the example. For example, it is given oui, j'achète le gâteau. The answer has been given like this. As you can see, the answer is starting with oui. So as I just told you, whenever your answer start with oui, no or si, you just have to change the sentence into interrogation using any of these three forms. I'll be making the sentences using all these three forms, but in exam just try and use the est-ce form and the inversion form, right? So for example, j'achète le gâteau, oui, j'achète le gâteau. With rising intonation, you just have to change it and put the interrogative mark at the end. So answer is in je, the question has to be in tu, and the conjugation of achete is also changing, is a er verb. I am putting s here. So with the first method, I am just using it like this: tu achètes le gâteau. You can see from my voice that I am asking a question, so that is intonation. Tu achètes le gâteau? Question mark. This is the first method. Second method, the same question can be asked. This is the most formal way, that is using est-ce. Est-ce tu achètes le gâteau? This is the second method wherein you use est-ce. Est-ce means do or does, that we have to. This is the formal way of making a question, framing a question in French. Then the third method is the inversion method. Inversion, you know that we just invert the subject and the verb. We just reverse their positions. So I can just write it like that: achètes tu le gâteau. Okay. But in inversion, you have to take care of one thing. For example, in a sentence, if it is written like this, we, instead of je, I am taking any other subject. We, Ram achète le gâteau. Now, if you have to frame the question using the inversion method, okay, so how are you going to frame it? So how are you going to frame it? You have to first write the noun Ram, and then you have to take this verb. Now we have to do the inversion. After Ram you can put a comma. Inversion, Ram, as you know, is a third person singular, masculine singular, so you just have to put the inversion. Here it is e, put t in between, and Ram is a masculine singular noun. Ram achète til le gâteau. So this is how, when the noun, the name of a person has been given, this is how we are going to make the question using the inversion. First you write the noun, put comma, then take the verb and do the inversion of this verb with the subject, that is Ram here, putting, because this was having a vowel, so I put t in between, then il le gâteau. So this is how, whenever the answer is in oui, no and si, you just have to use the three ways of interrogation to make a question. Now let us come back to the question. For questions which demand some specific information, can be divided into three parts. Okay, so there are various questions in which some kind of information has been asked. So for that, here they can be divided into three parts. First is, there are questions which are ready-made question. These are the basic question that you learned, I think, in your class 6 only. First question is qu'est-ce que c'est and second question is qui est. Qu'est-ce que c'est, as you know, is used to find out about an object or an animal in French. And qui est, qu'est-ce que c'est means what is this or what are these. Children, you have to keep this thing in mind that both these questions are used for singular also and for plural nouns also. Okay, and qui est is used for person. Let us see the example. C'est une école. École, as you know, is not a person, it's a thing. So here this is an object. This is singular. Ce sont des stylos. These are some pens. Again, some object. C'est un chien is an animal. So for object and for animal, we have to ask one question only, whether it is given in singular form or in plural. You just ask the question, that is qu'est-ce que c'est, what is this or what are these. Similarly, if a person has been mentioned, c'est une fille, c'est Ranveer Singh, ce sont des garçons, be it masculine or feminine, be it singular or plural. If an information about a person has been sought, then you have to ask the question, who is this, that is qui est, who is this or who are these. Okay, so these are the first kind of ready-made question that you have already learnt, and you must remember, you must revise these questions, you must learn these questions. Another ready-made question which you cannot change, which you are asked as it is. For example, when you ask about days or month, so for example, nous sommes lundi, we are on Monday. Okay, we are on Monday. So the question you have to ask is quel jour. Quel jour is a specific question that you need to learn for this kind of answer. Quel jour sommes-nous. So we are just doing the inversion of som and nous. Okay, and or if I'm just changing into interrogation, but if the subject is nous here, you can just ask the question in vous, that is quel jour êtes-vous. Okay, similarly for month, nous sommes en juillet, we are in the month of July. Okay, so you can simply ask the question quel mois êtes-vous. So these are the basic ready-made question that you all know, would be knowing. Qu'est-ce que c'est, qui est, quel jour sommes-nous, quel jour êtes-vous, quel mois êtes-vous, right? Now there are some question which we you know that very very important question, the question which are made with the help of interrogative adverbs. There are different interrogative adverb, the questions basically which we use in English also and we have learnt in French also. That is first question is que or qu'est-ce que. Okay, if we use est-ce que with que, it becomes qu'est-ce que, right? So where do we use it? For example, je fais un gâteau. Here you can see that there is a direct object after the verb and the object is a thing only. So we can ask this question, je fais un gâteau, I make a cake. So what question will you have? What do you make? So you can simply make the question with qu'est-ce que, second form. You can make it like this, qu'est-ce que tu fais, or if we are using que, you have to make the inversion, or simply you do this, que fais-tu. So this is the question for what. Then we have qui. Qui means who. For example, Ram vient de l'école. Ram is coming from the school. So here subject has been underlined. Whenever the subject has been underlined, you have to ask the question qui. And subject is a person. Basically subject has to be a person. So you can simply make the question qui vient de l'école. You don't have to do any inversion. You can just simply use the first method. Then pourquoi, as you know, for the reasoning. Why, when you ask the question why, the reason. For example, here it is given parce qu'il pleut dehors, because it is raining outside. So what question we can frame? We can frame a question like this, pourquoi prends-tu un parapluie. See, in these questions where adverbs have been used, you can simply make it with the with esker also or inversion also. Okay, here I have used inversion. Pourquoi prends-tu un parapluie? Why are you taking an umbrella? Same question you can frame it like this. Pourquoi est-ce que tu prends un parapluie? Right? Next question is where when you are going to a place and place preposition of place has been used in the sentence, you can use the question, you can ask the question où. Je vais au Canada, you can simply make the question où vas-tu, or if you are using est-ce que, you can write où est-ce que tu vas. Then quand, when. Basically when there is when it is mentioned not a specific time but this evening, morning, any month, any year name has been mentioned, you can use quand. So je viens ce soir, so you can simply when are you coming, quand viens-tu, or quand est-ce que tu viens. Similarly, à quelle heure, at what time, this is used for a specific time, like je viens à 7h du soir, particular time has been mentioned, so you can write à quelle heure viens-tu. So this can be written like this. For comment, how, je vais à l'école en bus. Je vais à l'école en bus. Comment means how. So you can, for example, here the method has been given, the means of transport has been given. Here also you can use comment. So you can simply make the question like this. Comment vas-tu à l'école. For name, as you all know, you have to use comment. This is a very specific question. So you, je m'appelle Rahul, you can simply make the question comment tu t'appelles, or comment t'appelles-tu, or comment vous appelez-vous. So you can make a question using comment. Now quel, children get confused between quel and que. Quel basically is used where after the blank, where we, this is an interrogative adjective as you know, where we have been very specific about something. And also quel is only used with the verb être, and when we can only use after quel we can only use a noun. Here je préfère la robe noire, I prefer the, for example, I prefer the black dress. So here it has been with very specific information has been asked. Okay, so here we can just simply make the question quelle robe préfères-tu. Okay, and for questions like for asking time also we use this quel. Quel can be in different form, masculine, feminine, we all have done. So quelle heure est-il, il est 10 heures du matin, quelle heure est-il. Then mon adresse est 4 rue d'Almécion. So here when you have to ask the address also, there also we use this quelle est ton adresse. Okay, so quel is used in this manner. And there are some other set of question words also. For example, for color we use the specific question, the quel couleur, le ciel est bleu, you can simply ask the question the quelle couleur est le ciel, of what color. These questions, children, you have to remember, you have to revise these questions. Okay, and for like combien de, how many, or for how much we use combien and combien de. Il achète de livres, so we can simply make the question combien de livres achète-t-il. And for how much we only use combien. Cette robe coûte 50 euros, so this dress costs 50 euros. So how much does this dress cost? So if you have to make the question, you can simply make it like this. Combien cette robe coûte-t-elle? I have used inversion here. Okay, how much does this dress cost? Okay, and with this with qui and some questions can be used with a preposition like à qui, to whom. Elle parle à son professeur, you can simply ask the question à qui, to whom is she talking, à qui parle-t-elle. D'où, from where, d apostrophe où. Il vient de France, you can simply ask the question d'où vientre ill, right? I have already discussed en quoi is used for made of which material. This question when you ask about the material of something. Okay. La robe est en soie. The dress is in silk. You can simply ask the question en quoi est la robe, in which material. The robe is in, the dress is in which material.